MLD video for today.
Today's video is sponsored by... Nah, just kidding.
You know, I love videos like this, like the video I'm about to show you, because it's real, you know, and it's an advantage for us to see how women plan to get us hooked. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that, like, these girls are coming up with new ideas every single day.
Those are straight facts.
Every single day they're coming up with new ideas on how to get you hooked. So if you know the ways, you know, you can avoid that easily. So before we start though, I wanna play the intro to her video, because just the intro will let you know what you're about to watch. So anyways, check this intro.
Today I'm going to be teaching you guys the top 5 ways to make sure a nigga will never leave you and will never even think about it, even if you cheat on him and beat the Let's get it, let's go, let's get
Make 5 ways to make sure a ninja will never leave you, even if you cheat on him. Man, that you gotta be really hooked to not leave after she cheats on you, man. But just lay the foundation for what you're about to see with this video. So
Number 5, you have to make the first move. Some may say this is chasing. I just say it's seizing an opportunity before it's even happened. When you go after a guy naturally has it in his head like, oh, I'm that nigga, like she wants me, which will make it just as easy to manipulate and tear him down when you leave him crying and lonely.
First thing she says, you have to make the first move. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a way to get a mother effer hooked, because like she says, we don't get that much love. So when you get love from a girl who looks decent, who looks good, a baddie walking up to you, like, I mean, and I'm just talking about like the average guy, because you know, guys that get approached every day, you know, these are not regular guys, and there's not a lot of people, not a lot of guys who get approached like that. I'm just saying the average guy doesn't get approached every day. So when you get approached by a girl who looks good and she, you know, throwing compliments and trying to hang out with you and whatever, you didn't start anything, she started everything, you already know. Like she said, you'll be thinking, hey, I'm him, and you're feeling good about yourself. And that's how they get you, man. That's how they get you. Second thing she says is,
Number 4, start to pull away, but in subtle ways. So once you've built him up, he's gonna have like, you know, this like, oh my god, like she loves me so much, and you're gonna be giving him all this validation that he's never gotten, because men basically get no love and attention. You're gonna be building him up, giving him all this validation just to tear him down. When you bring and pull away from him, he's gonna see this and then be like, okay, like why is she not giving me all this attention and this love and this affection that she was before? And he's gonna start, you know, fucking having withdrawals. You know, you're gonna be like almost like a little addiction to him. He's gonna be like, he's craving your validation, and that's when the real manipulation starts.
Second thing she says is, start to pull away in subtle ways. And you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, I have experienced that. Is when a girl, like when you meet a girl, she's just all over you, like texting you, calling you, let's hang out, let's do this. And then, you know, after some time, you start noticing that she's not doing everything that she used to. Used to text you every morning. Now she doesn't text in the morning anymore. You know, she used to be like, when we're going to talk. Now she doesn't even ask when we're going to talk. We just talk whenever. And you start to notice those little, you know what I'm saying? Little like, what is happening? What is happening? They got you. That's how they get you, man. That's how they get. I have just experienced something like that, bro. And thankfully, I'm better at this than I was before, because if I hadn't learned the things I learned now, that I know now, I would have been, you know, chasing after this girl, because I was just like, man, why is she all over me? And then she just, boom, disappeared, bro. Anyways. Hey, man, I need you to comment, like, and subscribe, all right? I know it's annoying. You know, you hear that all the time, but we got to do what we got to do, you know? So check me out on, you know, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah. Check out my second channel too. If you're interested, just check it out, man. Have a look at it. You might like it. So anyways, back to the video. The next thing is,
Number 3, say little subtle things to get him to change his appearance, Because once he's hooked on you, he's gonna do anything you say. Be like one day, I really like your hair, but you don't think it's getting a little too long? Or you're looking really pale today. When you do this, it will send off natural sensors like, okay, now it's time to up my appearance and now I need to do better. So now I can keep having her and keep her. Now,
Next thing she says is saying little things to make you change your appearance. Like, oh man, it takes some time for you to like, I think it takes some time for you to like grow up and be a man who's confident in how you look. Don't get me wrong, taking tips and whatever from a girl is nice, but you got to be confident on the basics of how you look. And she just said, like, she's going to start throwing little shots, like talk about your hair, talk about your weight, or how you're not as buff as you used to look when she met you. Little things like that, just to get you to do what she wants you to do. Because, like she said, by that time, you're already hooked. You're already hooked, bro. Let's see. What's the next thing she says?
number 2, you're gonna be hanging out with a bunch of random guys, but never do anything with them. We're gonna start off slow. When you hang out with these guys, he's gonna naturally see, okay, she has options. I need to be number 1, but at the end of the day, she still holds me so high to a standard because she treated me differently than all these other guys. You get it? You get it?
Next thing she says is hanging out with other dudes, random guys, but not do anything just to get you jealous. First of all, bro, and I'm assuming she's talking about like you're just talking to a girl, like she's not your girlfriend. Because if your girlfriend is just hanging out with random dudes, bro, you got a problem.
Message. Those are straight facts.
You got a problem, man. You got a problem. But let's just assume that she's talking about, you're talking to a girl and you guys are kind of becoming a little serious, but you still see her hanging out with other guys all the time. Different guys all the time. Every time is a different guy. Know that she knows that you're seeing that. So 9 times out of 10, she's doing that on purpose, bro. She's doing that on purpose to get you scared, to get you insecure, to get you hooked on her. This tactics, bro. This is some chess level moves right here, bro.
These females are on another level when it comes to this, bro. Trust me.
Let's see. What's the last thing she says? Let's see. Hold on one second.
And the last and final thing, talk really nice to him over text, but completely neglect him in person. This will send off natural sensors in a man's head. Okay, she wants me, but she doesn't want me, but she wants me, but she doesn't want me. And you're going to be showing him your best self in these text messages, and he's truly going to be hooked.
Last thing she says is talk to him really nice through text, but when you see him, neglect him. Or just act different. Like she's gonna be all freaky over text and all lovey-dovey and over text, and then when you guys are hanging out, she's kind of distant. Again, just know it's a strategy, bro. It's a strategy. I always say this, man. Like women are so ahead of us, man. So ahead of us, because as a guy, as a regular guy who's, let's just say you're not aware of like female nature and how they operate, you come into the game. You're all nice and you're asking all these questions like, how come she was saying all this freaking stuff over text and now hanging out, she doesn't want to do anything? How come she's still hanging out with other guys even though we're getting kind of exclusive? Why is she saying all these things about my appearance? Why does she want me to cut my hair? Why does she want me to grow my hair? Why does she want me to work out more? Why does she wants me to work out less? You know what I'm saying? Again, little things, bro. Little things, little strategies. These women know what they're doing, bro. Know what they're doing. So this video is just, to open your eyes to like, when you see a girl doing things, a girl that you've been talking to for a while, and you're seeing her like doing things that are like kind of surprising to you. Like, why is she doing that? Why is she doing this? Just know that women know what they're doing, bro. They know what they're doing. Everything they do is with a purpose, especially when it comes to like emotional games, dating games. This is why, bro. My advice to you has always been and will always be to not play games.
You're damn right. I don't listen to you.
Don't play games with women because you're not going to win. You're not going to win. The way you win is by not playing.
Message. Those are straight facts.
By not playing. So if she's doing the text game, you know, where she texts you every 3 hours or whatever, don't text her back. Don't text her back. She wants to spin the block on you. Don't take her back. Don't take her back. And you know, at least like personally, I've gotten to a point where, like, I low key like warn women like how I am. Like, I'm a one and done type of guy. You can't spin the block on me. When you decide to ghost me, when you decide to leave me for whatever reason, make sure you're doing that forever, because you're not coming back. You're not coming back. Not to me. You're not coming back. And you know, I'm honestly like slowly getting to the point where even if it's to clap, I'm not even doing that. You know, I'm still learning. I didn't say completely. You know what I'm saying? Like some girls, you know, they kind of have a special place on my D. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give them a second chance, a third chance. But I'm just saying, I'm learning to be like, to even like be like, you know, even for sex. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So I hope this video helped you, man, and I hope you, if you're watching this video and you're going through any of the things that she mentioned, that you are able to recognize, oh, okay, this is what she's doing. So stop playing the game. Stop playing the game, because like I said, you can't win the game with these women, bro. These women are way ahead of us. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse, but you know, we got to keep fighting, bro. We got to keep fighting. Anyways, man, that's it for today. Peace.